Hey guys, welcome to episode 11 of SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, aka the Lost episode. In this episode, we will be beginning one of my favorite worlds of the game, Chum World. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know, this episode is not being recorded along with the rest of the LP. Well, originally it was, but I'll have to explain.
Look out, Chum World! Here I come!
So yeah, this is Chum World here. It's one of my favorite worlds of the game, like I said before, but yeah, this episode is being recorded way later, like not the same time as the rest of the LP because originally, basically as a short way of putting it, the original episode for some reason did not, like, the video file, even though I recorded the episode, it went pretty well. My computer did not save the video for some reason. So I ended up with commentary, but no video footage. So I decided I just had to re-record the episode, and for some reason it took me until 2015 to do this. So basically, as far as the future viewers of this Let's Play know, who did not watch this Let's Play originally, basically future me from 2015 is commentating this episode. So, hello, viewers of past me. We have a clown in front of us as our obstacle to the big top, even though we won't be going to the big top in this episode.
You are one tough customer, but Plankton gave me specific orders not to let you into the big top.
Listen, clown, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Orders are orders, but maybe we could make a deal. I'll light 5 targets nearby, and if you can extinguish them all really quickly, then maybe I could use it as an excuse to leave this door.
Light 'em up and stand back!
So, you heard the clown. In order to gain access to Plankton's big top, we need to extinguish 5 targets, which is simple enough. However, we need to switch to our Merryman costume in order to accomplish said task. Because, well, yep, apparently nothing else works on them. Not your karate chop, not your jellyfishing net, nope. Just Merryman's water ball action. So, we will do so. Which kind of makes sense. I didn't even think about this until now, but the fact that they're on fire actually kind of tells you that you need water to put them out, despite the fact that they're underwater. But we're going to ignore that because the show actually does tend to ignore that whenever convenient for the plot, is that this universe does take place underwater. But yeah, either way, I guess it makes sense now why you have to use the water balls, because you have to use them to extinguish the targets because they're on fire. I get it now. It only took me, like, what, 13 years to figure that out?
I beat your challenge, clown, so take your stinky breath elsewhere. Come on, shake a fin, move it!
Well, SpongeBob, that was kind of unnecessarily cruel, but I mean, think about it. These clowns are getting paid by Plankton to do all this stuff. Think about how much extra they're paying. You know, Plankton's paying them to, you know, specifically treat you this way. You know, with this hostility instead of hospitality upon entrance to his carnival. You know, think about it. Like, maybe they're paying him he's paying them extra dollars, you know? You know, that extra dollar in their salary could come in very handy, especially if they have a family back home. Think about it, SpongeBob. Okay. We don't need to get that deep into this game. What we do need to do is to switch to our jellyfishing costume and start collecting jellyfish, because, again, there are jellyfish here, and you do have the objective of getting 50 jellyfish for Larry, so just bear that in mind. And you have, let's see, if you collected all the jellyfish up to this point, you should have 27 entering Chum World. So that means that you need to collect at least 23 jellyfish in Chum World in order to get the 50 jellyfish to Larry. So, very simple stuff. We're going to go out here and risk our lives just to get doubloons, you know, for the purpose of getting 100%. So yeah, basically in this episode, and I already know, and well, pretty much everyone who views this LP, and myself included, you know, who made this LP, you need to basically for this episode, we're going to be doing everything except for the Big Top and Chumput. We'll be getting into Chumput and Big Top in the next episode. Well, the next 2 episodes, I should say, after this. But, yeah, for this episode, just the main part of Chum World, the outside part, I should say. Now, there's one thing about this world that's actually unique to this world and another world. I won't say what the other world is. But in 2 levels of this game, or 2 worlds as I keep on saying it, they have their own themes. What I mean by that is I'm not fazed by the different costumes of SpongeBob. You see, the rest of the themes of the world of this game depend on what, costume SpongeBob is wearing. But with this world, no matter what costume you're wearing, and also the other world, the music does not change. It's the same. The theme is specific for that world. So that's something that's very unique about, this world and another world. But, we got another clown here.
What do I need to play this game?
All you need is a good throwing arm to play the porthole plunge. You gotta try to plug a ball in each of the 3 portholes on the side of the ship. Understand? Keep your eye on the anchor and start shooting hoops.
Now, historically, I've always had a habit of cheating at this minigame, but you know what? Let's not do that anymore. Let's not keep the tradition of cheating going on. Let's end that tradition, shall we? Because it's an unhealthy one. So we're going to stand right back here. Let's see if that gets in. No, it doesn't, especially because the anchor is in the way. And where's that ball going? I don't want to go into C because I want to be able to finish this minigame. Okay, we're good. Actually, I'm pretty sure if the balls do go into C, they just respawn right here. So, yay for resources like that. I don't know what I was trying to get at there. But there we go. It's a very simple minigame.
That was luck, all luck. I mean, nice job there, sport. Here's your prize.
So now you can probably see at this point that there's a common theme with all these letter tiles we're getting in Chum World. Is that the vast majority of them you actually get by either playing minigames or by going on rides. Now we haven't seen well, we actually glanced at one, as we're here, but yeah, there are rides in Chum World because it is a carnival. And we'll be seeing some of actually one of those rides in this area, but the rest of the rides are in the other area, and then the rest of Chum World is just the Chumput and the Big Top. And I could see that this could be a really fun place though if it exists in real life, aside from being owned by Plankton, of course. Just change the management, and there you go. You got a nice park. And it's really nice too, especially since it's kind of out in the middle of the underwater ocean. So it's very accessible. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. But still, whatever. So at any rate, we're going to now get the rest of these doubloons out here. Yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing real quick before we do the next minigame. Now, the first ride we're going to see, ironically, is probably the most exciting ride in Chum World, and yet it's also the most terrifying. What's terrifying about it? It's a continuous circle roller coaster. I kid you not. Look at this. This is a roller coaster. This is probably the most exciting ride of Chum World. You know why? Because it never ends. This is a continuous roller coaster circle. And I feel bad for these people because they're literally stuck on this roller coaster that has no floors at the bottom of the cars. I mean, look at... dang it. I wanted to show you guys something. Okay. Jump onto the cars of the... really, dude? Really? If the game would stop... Okay, there we go. Okay, so... stand on the roller coaster car and gaze into the eyes, the soulless, dead eyes of these poor riders who died because they got stuck on this roller coaster and never could escape. What we are looking at here, folks, are definitely not corpses. Let's not get creepy, okay? Alright, there we go. There's a green jellyfish in the center of the roller coaster there, so you just get it. Also, another nice little feature is, well, not necessarily a feature, but just something to point out. If you are low in health, there's also a pair of pants at the bottom of the roller coaster. I have no idea what's down here. I really don't. I'm assuming that's where maintenance would go to inspect the ride and make sure it's functional, but I wouldn't bet on it. So let's play our next minigame.
How is this game played?
Okay, the Inflato game works like this. The balloon is surrounded by 4 buttons. You gotta slam all the buttons really fast to blow the balloon up and pop it. Do you need me to repeat that? Start stomping!
Start stomping, eh? Well, if I must stomp, if stomp I must, and stomp I shall. Okay, so basically with this minigame, it's very simple. You just need to, but the thing is that the only thing that's difficult is the timing. You just need to, make sure you press all 4 of the buttons before one. You may have noticed as I press the 4th one that this one was starting to blink. Well, basically you have to press all 4 of them in a certain amount of time. There's a time limit that starts with each button as you press it. And if you don't press all 4 buttons, in time, then you'll have to. Then basically that part of the balloon will uninflate, if it makes any sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically that's how it works. It's all in the timing. But once you get it, you get it. Also, we got a jellyfish here who's trying to enjoy the roller coaster, except he's going the wrong way, so we're going to catch him and correct him on that. That actually is kind of gruesome, but we're not going to worry about it. So we're going to collect this jellyfish. It's also on top of this spinning plankton head here. Ouch. I guess he's going to sting me first. That's alright. Considering I just literally took out the entire population of jellyfish fields, literally all 84 jellyfish, which really shows how critically endangered jellyfish are. That was basically just karma gang to me. Alright, so we're done with that region of Chum World. Now for this region right here. Why am I calling these regions? These are not necessarily regions, they're more like just areas, different areas of the world. So we got jellyfish back here. Now, this is a really strange riddle here. And it took me a long time, like many, many years to figure out this riddle here. There is a letter tile under this plankton head here. And there's also a metal barrel. And holding the letter tile is none other than Plankton himself. But the problem is that this plankton head will not go away. Instead, we are left with this riddle here that says, "I'll be back, Plankton." Or maybe it's Plankton that says that. I guess I always thought that it was SpongeBob talking to Plankton saying, "I'll be back later, Plankton." But actually, it's Plankton himself saying, "I'll be back later." So actually, Plankton's not here. But he's letting you know he will be back later. And the later, you're probably wondering what amount of time that is. Well, basically you have to first of all, complete the rest of Chum World, and then finish up Goo Lagoon. So actually, in a manner of speaking, you basically have to, you don't really necessarily have to finish Chum World. You just have to collect the necessary amount of jellyfish here to get 50. And then go to Goo Lagoon, and then you have to complete Goo Lagoon, as in get all the layer tiles there, and then you come back here, and that's when you chase Plankton and get the last layer tile here. So basically, in a manner of speaking, it is impossible for you to get all the layer tiles in Chum World your first time going through. So that being said, we're going to continue on. Now this is where all the main rides are for Chum World. Well, 2 of them are here. There's actually one other. If you go along that path there, and we'll take a look at it in a little bit. But for now, we got this spinning thing here. Although I don't know if I necessarily call this a ride, because really these aren't really seats, and this ride's very dangerous if it is a ride. I should actually slap myself for calling this a ride, because there is no way in heck this would ever be a ride in real life. Like, it doesn't even make sense for this to be a ride, but what else is it? That begs the question. But anyways, on top of it is the letter O. The first O, not the second O. And then on top of the Ferris wheel here is another layer tile. So we're going to get on top of one of these things. Can you? This thing's it's just like the Ferris wheel in Super Mario Sunshine. You just need to somehow get on top of the cars. Well, I almost got on top of this one. Actually fell right through it. There we go. Okay. So you just need to get on top of one of these cars here, and there you go. We will get the N. And then we're going to spring jump off the Ferris wheel and collect the balloons over here, along the wall here. Yeah. Okay. And we got a green jellyfish here. Alright, so yeah, Chum World, once again, is really not that difficult. In fact, actually, I wouldn't classify any world in this entire game as difficult. Literally, this is probably the best SpongeBob game to start off with when you're really young. Like if you're like really little, like I'd say this game is suited for like say someone playing their very first video game. So I guess like 1 or 2 year olds could play this game and they could do really well on this. Why I chose to do this game professionally is because this nostalgia factor for the most part for me. This game is very nostalgic for me. You know, it's the most nostalgic SpongeBob game there is for me. But the fact is that pretty much every SpongeBob game I've ever played in my life has some sort of nostalgia factor to it. You know, and that includes the 4 console SpongeBob games. Well, actually there's 5 of them as far as I know. But yeah, the 4 are basically Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, Battle for Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob Movie, and Creature from the Krusty Krab. I know there's others, but like, you know, like Lights, Camera, Pants. But those 4 are the ones that I grew up with. So these are the ones that have nostalgia factor for me. But in the case of Lights, Camera, Pants, I have the PC version. So that's the one that... So I still have some nostalgia factor with that game. Just different port than most people. But yeah, I should definitely play Lights, Camera, Pants eventually. Alright, so we got another jellyfish roaming around here. So we're going to collect that jellyfish. Come here, jelly. Come here, little jelly. You phasing through that tree is not going to scare me one bit. Okay, maybe a little bit, might disturb me a little bit, but still, rest assured I'm going to collect you. I'm going to eliminate the entire population of jellyfish from Bikini Bottom everywhere. Whether it be Bikini Bottom itself, downtown Bikini Bottom, jellyfish fields, which is pretty messed up because it's literally the home of the jellyfish, but that's pretty obvious. But still, that always gets to me, the fact that you actually deplete the entire population of jellyfish all over Bikini Bottom. So it's very, very good that this game's actually non-canon. But yeah, this is the other ride I was talking about. This is basically some boat. There's Plankton's face on it. I don't get it. It's not the fun of it. But regardless, let's get this green jellyfish here. Oops, freaking A, dude. Learn how to sneak up. Learn how to do a simple command of holding the L button. There we go. But yeah, if you ever wanted to... Actually, no, like, I guess if you're an adult who's into SpongeBob and you're starting out playing your very first SpongeBob game, I would not recommend this game because it's not the most exciting of the bunch. But, you know, if you're starting off playing SpongeBob games and you're an adult, or teenager, or preteen, I would definitely recommend Battle for Bikini Bottom to start off with. But if you're, like, you know, for 2-year-olds, or, you know, anyone under 5 basically is starting out with SpongeBob games, I would definitely recommend this game first. Definitely. And I almost died there. That was not good at all. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I got all the doubloons in this area real quick, and then we'll end off this episode. Yep, it's a good thing I double-checked, because we missed doubloons up here. Alright, y'all. So, I apologize for not recording this episode initially. Well, I did actually. That's the thing, I did record it. The fact is the video just went missing. You know, I already explained that, so I don't know why. But yeah, again, sorry I took this long to get episode 11 out to you guys, and it's not obviously not the episode 11 that I originally recorded. I had to, you know, obviously record a new one. But what happens, happens. And so, y'all, thanks for watching episode 11. Join 2013 me again in the next episode to continue on to the rest of Chum World. See you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye.